I just love creamy scalloped potatoes, and honestly, the creamier the better. I like the sauce to be super thick and not kind of wasting away at the bottom of the pan. To me, this is the perfect side dish for a Thanksgiving feast or comfort meal. A friend of mine started the tradition of vegan Thanksgiving as a way for friends to get together, sharing what we're grateful for, being thankful for our wonderful lives, and of course enjoying great vegan food. So my contribution this year is going to be creamy scalloped potatoes. The first thing we want to do is soak 1.5 cups of raw cashews in boiling water and leave for about 15 to 30 minutes to soften. This will make it much easier to blend up the sauce later on. Next, we're going to take 2 kilos of potatoes, then we're going to peel them and start chopping. Slice the potatoes into circles of about 1/4 inch thick and try and keep them as uniform as possible. This just helps them to cook evenly later when we put them in the oven. Next, we're going to take an onion and cut it into small pieces of approximately 1 centimetre in size. Once you've finished cutting the onion, set it aside for later and we'll begin on making the sauce. Drain the now softened cashew nuts and add them to a blender along with 1.5 cups of unsweetened almond milk, 2 cups of vegetable broth. I use the salt reduced kind, but that's just a personal preference. Then add 1/2 cup of nutritional yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and 2 cloves of garlic. Then blend until the sauce is a nice thick and creamy consistency. Now we have all of the components for this recipe, we can start putting it together. I'm using a 2-litre oven dish and I'm going to put about 1/3 of the potatoes along the bottom and then add 1/3 of the onions on top and pouring again 1/3 of the sauce over that. I want to have 3 layers in this scalloped potato, so that's why I used 1/3 of each of the ingredients, and then I'll just step that up each time until I've done my final 3rd layer. This will then bake for about 60 minutes in an oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, which is about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, until all the potatoes are cooked through and the top is golden brown. This next part is completely optional, but I think it adds a little something extra to the scalloped potatoes. But I like to sprinkle some vegan Parmesan cheese on top, as well as some chopped chives. And there you have it. Delicious, creamy, vegan scalloped potatoes. Perfect side dish for any meal. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and are looking forward to making it for your family. I have lots more vegan recipes on the way, so make sure you subscribe and I'll see you next time.